Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to continue with the chapter air and which I'll discuss about the structure of the atmosphere. As in the previous class we discussed about the composition of the atmosphere in which we came to know about some of the gases um, which make the composition of the atmosphere, in which we came to know that oxygen it makes 21% of the atmosphere, whereas nitrogen it makes 78% of the atmosphere. Nitrogen it comprises of 0.93%, whereas carbon dioxide it is 0.03%, and the rest of the gases they comprises of 0.04%. So today we shall continue with that and we shall learn about the structure of the atmosphere, in which we are going to discuss about the layers of the atmosphere. Our earth is divided into 5 layers starting from the earth's surface. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. You can see all the 5 layers of the atmosphere I have written, and these about all these layers we are going to discuss one by one. So first of all we shall discuss about the troposphere, and this is the picture. You can see that this is the earth's this is earth, and you can see the layer one by one. Troposphere is there, stratosphere is there, mesosphere is there, thermosphere and exosphere. So first of all we shall discuss about the troposphere. Troposphere is the most important layer of the atmosphere. Its average height is 13 km. The air we breathe exists in this layer only. Almost all the weather phenomena like rainfall, fog, hailstorm occur in this layer. Again, another thing is the the border line that is between the troposphere and the next layer of the atmosphere, that is stratosphere. That thin line is known as the tropopause. Means the layer between the troposphere and the stratosphere is known as tropopause. So another layer is we have stratosphere. Above the troposphere lies the stratosphere. It extends up to a height of 50 km, and this layer is almost free from cloud and associated with weather phenomena, making conditions most ideal for flying aeroplanes. One of the most important features of stratosphere is that it contains a layer of ozone gas. We have just learned how it protects us from the harmful effect of the sun rays in the previous class. Like in the previous class, I explained you that ozone layer is the layer which protects us from the different ultraviolet rays that mainly comes from sun. So it is one of the most important thing. This layer, ozone layer, it is found in the stratosphere of the stratosphere layer of the atmosphere. And again, the next layer what we have is the mesosphere, and the boundary line and the border thin line between the stratosphere and the mesosphere is known as stratopause. Mesosphere. Now, mesosphere, this is the third layer of the atmosphere. It lies above the stratosphere, which extends up to a height of 80 km. The height it extends up to a height of 80 km. Meteoroids burn up in this layer on entering from the space. Now, the layer between the mesosphere and the thermosphere, as the next layer is thermosphere, the boundary between the mesosphere and the thermosphere is known as mesopause. Now next layer we have is thermosphere. In thermosphere, temperature rises very rapidly with increasing height. Ionosphere is a part of layer. It extends between 80 to 400 km. This layer helps in radio transmission. In fact, the radio waves transmitted from the earth are reflected back to the earth by this layer. So you can make out that how important this layer is for all of us, that the radio waves that is transmitted, they are reflected back to the earth by this thermosphere. And again, the next layer what we have is exosphere, and the boundary, the thin line between the thermosphere and the exosphere is known as thermopause. Here we have exosphere, the last layer of the atmosphere. It is the uppermost layer of the atmosphere, which is known as exosphere. This layer has very thin air. Light gases like helium and hydrogen float into the space from here. So in this exosphere, which is exosphere, it is the uppermost layer of the like atmosphere, from which you can make out that troposphere, it is the inner layer or the last layer of the atmosphere. So exosphere is the layer which has very thin air because it is the uppermost layer, and as we go up in the atmosphere, we better know that there is the less like we feel the scarcity or we feel less air. Light gases are found in this layer of the atmosphere, that is the helium and nitrogen, which float into the space. So this was all about the different layers of the atmosphere. So in short, we discussed about the five different layers of the atmosphere. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. In the next video lesson, we shall discuss about the weather and the climate. Till then, stay safe and happy. Have a good day.